Everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. I have an update to share about one of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
53-year-old Thomas Paul Conover, he goes by the name of Paul Conover. He is a resident of Texas who talked about joining the mob on January 6th. In a December 24th post on Facebook, he wrote, quote, "Going to DC with Blakey to join the mob, January 5th. Come on, join us." Then on January 5th, Conover posted again on Facebook saying, quote, "Shitstorm is coming, but that's what the Democrats want." The following day, he was seen in photos and on video. He was sitting on the Capitol steps. You're probably going to remember this guy. He was drinking a Coors Light, and he was wearing a 1776 Forever Free sweatshirt. He was also heard in a video saying, quote, "I don't always storm the Capitol of the United States of America, but when I do, I prefer Coors Light." He also shared a photo of himself on Facebook drinking his beer. And while he was doing that, he was standing on Capitol grounds behind a partially toppled wire fence. And there was a sign on the grassy area where he was standing. It said in big red capital letters, "Area closed." So Conover posted again on Facebook. He said, quote, "Greetings from Washington, D.C. and quote, we took the Capitol." And he posted a selfie standing in front of officers who were guarding one of the Capitol doors, and he had the big smile on his face. Conover also shared a video that he took inside of the Capitol. In it, he was heard saying, quote, "There's some crazy shit going on in the Senate today and the certification. They've had enough. I pray to God that nobody does any damage to the stuff in here because I'm not down with that. But I'm kind of proud of the people that stood up and said, you know what? Enough. You don't see people spray painting shit or burning shit down. It's really kind of cool. I'm glad I came." Yeah, okay. And following the Capitol attack, Conover continued to incriminate himself online, writing on Facebook, quote, "People, I hate to burst your bubble, but the Capitol was not stormed. The people walked in." And then he wrote, quote, "I was there. I saw the truth." So let me get this straight. He talks about the mob, right? He talks about joining the mob. He talks about a shitstorm coming. And then he said, quote, "We took the Capitol." But when the arrests start coming in, all of a sudden he claims, oh, people just casually strolled in. There was no storming. There was no mob. Anyway, he went on and he got really nasty with someone. I don't know who it was, but whomever he was talking to on Facebook, he got pretty nasty with them. Conover said, quote, "Let me explain something to your dumb ass. The people didn't go to the Capitol to overturn an election, you stupid twat. They went there to let Congress know we are tired of their shit and to overturn them. But because they are so fucking arrogant, they changed the narrative. Fun fact. The Capitol was breached before the president was finished speaking." So Conover was arrested on December 8th, and he was charged with only the common misdemeanors that we keep seeing over and over again: entering restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and 1 count of parading or demonstrating in a Capitol. Conover, of course, took a plea deal on January 7th of this year. He was looking at up to 6 months in jail, up to 5 years of probation, and up to $5,000 in fines for the parading charge. And he really did sound like a changed man in court, I have to tell you. In regard to his social media rantings, where he's threatening, where he's talking about mobs, calling people names, Conover told the judge that they were, quote, "stupid posts that were never meant to be taken seriously." I mean, is this kind of like Sidney Powell's "no reasonable person would ever believe what I'm saying"? And he said, quote, "I now realize it was extremely inappropriate." You think? And Conover claimed that he was ashamed, that was a direct quote, to be, quote, forever entwined with what took place on January 6th. Conover also said, quote, "It's not who I am."
I don't believe it.
So this case was assigned to a judge that hasn't sentenced any January 6th defendants yet, at least none that I've heard of so far. It's Judge Florence Pan. Unfortunately, I couldn't locate any details about what the judge may have said in court, but she ended up sentencing Conover to 30 days in a halfway house. So not jail, but at least he's not allowed to go home and Netflix and chill. She also gave him 36 months on probation and 60 hours of community service. And Conover was ordered to pay a $2,500 fine as well as a $500 restitution fee. As I've said before, no jail time is unacceptable, but this was definitely not anywhere near as weak as what we've been seeing from some of these judges. I think the financial penalties might be what make an impression on this guy because he works as an auto body repairman. So unless he was able to tap into some of that cash that's been raised on Give, Send, Go for all of these defendants, $3,000 might wake him up a little bit, but I don't know. So I'm very curious to see how this judge handles additional violent defenders. I've seen Pan's name on the dockets for some upcoming cases. So it's going to be very interesting to see what she does moving forward. But do I think this was the best? No, but at least he's not going home every night. At least it's not just life as usual and he's back to normal. We'll see. But do I believe his apology? Not for a second. Not at all. So anyway, guys, I'll let you know if I hear any more. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.